Hello, Borj!
Mga Bisaya na amiga.
Sa Sydney, Australia. Welcome to our podcast.
My name is Rajay.
And I'm Anne.
And this is Hello, Borj. So, to start off, Borj, kamusta naman ka?
Okay ako, Borj. And I think I'm just going to say this because it's going to be about our relationships.
Yes.
So I am happily engaged to my partner. Her name is Joy. And we've been together for about 7 years now.
So what year you've been together?
2016.
16.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. How about you, Borj? Kumusta na ka?
I'm happily married. Actually, I just got married this year, last August. So I met Michael way back 2017, but that was really, we have a very unique love story. So finally, sa ato pang story is like sa haba-haba ng prosesyon sa simbahan or something like
sa haba ng prosesyon sa simbahan din ang hantungan or something like that.
Diba, mga Bisaya ni Tagalog. So yeah, so it's like after all, love conquers all.
Yeah.
That's the English version of it.
Yeah, that's so true.
So Borj, since our topic is about dating life, so this is our past experiences about our love life. So how old were you when you were attracted to someone? The first time you get attracted to someone.
First of all, just a disclaimer: when we publish this, let's block this from kids.
Yeah.
So I actually would say I started dating when I was 13, 14.
So
that's like
first
year or
school.
second year high school. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So very young.
And then what happened? Can you give a brief history about what happened on your
Yes.
first? Was it a first relationship or first crush?
First relationship. So
boyfriend and
I
girlfriend.
I cringe talking about this
Oh.
because now that I'm older, I'm just gonna. Now that I'm older, I don't. I can't imagine that I was that young when I entered in a relationship.
You know, my auntie used to say this quote: "I was young and naive." Every time she tell about the disappointments about love life, she was I was so dumb, young, and naive.
Yeah, so dumb.
Yeah.
So this first boyfriend, I met him. He wasn't actually the person that I was meeting with.
Oh, okay.
This guy came from an all boys school, and when I asked to meet, when this guy asked to meet with me, we met at this place, and I didn't know that he actually tagged along about 6 of his friends with him.
Oh, you were expecting just him, and then
he brought about 6
people.
Kabuang Jud. Anyway, so this guy that I was actually texting and supposed to meet, I actually did not end up with him. I ended up with one of those guys that he brought along with him.
Oh my god! Really?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Oh.
So
is that your first relationship? One of the friends or no?
Yeah.
Oh.
So and it's not like gisabotahin mo or something.
Yeah, it just happened.
It just
love.
happened. Yeah.
That's
So I don't even think that guy that I met was my boyfriend yet. That time I think we were just texting and we decided, let's meet each other, because that's quite a common thing that teenagers do, right? So let's meet each other. And then from that conversation, when I met the group, the person that I was actually supposed to be talking to wasn't very interactive. So I ended up talking. So this other friend of his friend rather, ended up communicating, conversing with me, and then later on, I don't know, he probably got my number off his friend, and that communication continued until we became boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I was very young that time. That's why I'm still cringing right now. How about you, Borj? What age were you or are you when you started dating?
So since then I was young, Borj. Igat na jud ko.
Don't tell me grade school.
So yeah, so my long-term, not really boyfriend, but my long-term and first ever crush was from grade 2 to grade 6. I was so loyal to this boy. Yeah, Borj. Serious. So grade 2, when I first met this, before he was handsome. So I found him very handsome. Like, oh my god, he's my crush. And then he was a Boy Scout. And so I forced myself to join the Girl Scouts so that when the Boy Scout go and on camping in the campus, then I will be there too because I'm a Girl Scout.
Oh, so does the Boy Scout and Girl Scout groups go at the same place?
It's just like one gymnasium, then it divides from girls
but
and
it's
boys.
technically the same place.
Yeah, so you will really see those Boy Scout, and then the other tent or the other side of the gym will be like the Girl Scout. And my mom doesn't really agree like to sleep over or like having this camping, but I will really force myself and tell like, Ma, this is for grades, you have to support me. So he was
Excuses? Grades say mo mata.
So he was my crush since grade 2 to grade 6 Borj. And then on high school, it happened that we went in the same high school. And then this time, so when I was in grade school, I might be the ugliest person in the world that he didn't notice my existence. And then in your high school, then you started to bloom up a little bit. Like, you know how to comb your hair, you know how to iron your clothes. So he noticed me on the first year. So he started to court and, you know, like trying to impress, like, to, like, telling me that he likes me. But because I was so hurt from 4 years, grade 2 to grade 6, that he didn't even know my existence, of course I didn't really bother to entertain him too. But my first ever relationship that I said,
so you're playing hard to get then.
Yes, so busted shot. So the first really relationship that I can say that we're really boyfriend and girlfriend was I was in second year, so maybe 16 years old too. So
yes.
like
no, that's not 16
or 15.
Second year would be
14.
14.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
but
so
we're the same age then.
Yes. So yeah, so with that, the most why is it memorable for me, aside from he was my first boyfriend, is that we really started a relationship by a love letter. Like he will drop off. So I was in top section first, first section in high school because I have to study, because I have to maintain the scholarship so that I can be sustained at school. But he was just an athlete, so he will be in like section 6, 7. So it's so far away. And then he dropped by every time in a room, giving me a love letter, like, you know, love letter, like, oh my God, makes me like, he was making an effort. Then we don't even barely like hold hands. That we were just like, oh, is it lunch break? And then we just gonna walk side by side, and then we go to canteen, buy some stuff, and then you're gonna walk me to the jeepney stop. Jeepney stop is like a bus stop. Like jeepney is a public transport in the Philippines. So, and then I'll just say goodbye. Then that's the end of our like meeting, like our day. And then on the weekend, we don't have unlimited phone call. You know the landline? It's not unlimited. So what they do is I go to payphone to pay like for 3 minutes. I have to pay 5 pesos. And then I talk like, hi, have you eaten? How are you? So, and then after that, I have to run back to the house. And then he gonna ring me back again with our home phone. So yeah, it was like that.
So
and
does your mom know that you had a boyfriend?
No,
that time?
she didn't, because she always have this agreement that we can't have a boyfriend until we're 18. So it was a secret, but my ate, which is my older sister, knows that love story. Yeah, so she knows that. I think she liked the person as well because
you and your sister went to the same high school.
Yeah, so she was like a year ahead of me.
So she would have seen all of that.
Yes, and then she knew this person, and then he was really a good person during that time. Actually, Borj, when in high school, and then you have to go for college, he went for seminario. Yeah, but I don't think so if he's a priest now. I'm not too sure, but he went to San Carlos Seminary.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
So possibly you could have, if he ended up becoming if he ended up to become a priest, you would be his last girlfriend, perhaps.
Maybe. I don't know what happened to him, but it lasted only for like a year. Yeah, so that's is there any like, for all of your dating life, like is there any like significant or funny stories? Let's say you did a funny stories first that you were dating.
Oh, this one. So it still is about that first person that I dated.
Yeah.
Um,
How many boyfriends do you have, Borj?
I
I
have
need
to
to
count my
mention.
toes. No. I think it should be. Pila man?
Okay, just don't count. I forgot to. I can't
Kalimot
count.
na sa ko.
Yeah, me
But
too.
trust me, it's no more than 10. Lapas
Ah.
og 10 imo.
Like official boyfriend?
Yeah.
Or if you say like dating, then lapas 50.
A
But
lot
if
of
you just
hair.
say like in relationship, then maybe it doesn't go beyond 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Really?
di ba inanta ka? Ba't nabigat ako?
I probably would have 5 or less.
5 or
Yeah.
less, wow. See?
So,
I'm so
so I think one funny story, or no, this is not funny, but this was probably one of the things that I regretted. So with that first boyfriend,
Yeah.
our means of communication was through text and cell phone, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know, we always go to Ayala, which is a mall in
mall?
Cebu. That's
Yeah.
where we always meet.
It's just shopping
I think
center.
it was because it was close to me and it was also close to his school.
Mm.
So we would always go there.
I think
There's
I know
this
where
food court
school is that.
upstairs.
Okay.
There's this food court upstairs, and that's
Yeah.
where old teens would always,
Can't afford to go to restaurants.
yeah, they can't afford to go to restaurants, so they would always go to the food court, and everyone would meet there. So we would, yeah, that's why we've chosen Ayala as well, because it was close for everyone. And apparently someone reported to my mom that they saw me
Yeah.
with this guy. And up until this day, I really don't know who that was. Pero medyo ko, like, I'm always this suki. I don't know what's the English of suki, but
Yeah.
I always get into situations wherein someone would tell my mom that I'm actually going out with this
Someone.
guy, with this person, and I always don't know who,
Who's the person?
dubs me in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always get into those
whistleblower.
situations. Yeah, whistleblower, whatever. So, what happened was, of course, my mom was very angry, right? So
Because you're not allowed to have a boyfriend, too,
Yeah,
right? Until
yeah.
18.
Well,
Or no agreement
until
age.
until you get
finish.
a job.
Oh, yeah.
That's still
see,
quite a
that's
long
worse.
time. So, so she ended up confiscating my phone,
Okay.
and what happened then was I would wake up every 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and I would go down and get
and
my
sneak
aunt.
out.
No, I wouldn't sneak out.
Oh, okay.
But I would get my auntie's phone and use that to
Oh.
text this guy.
Oh.
And I would just say, "Oh, this is my last text now. Don't reply."
Delete the message right
Yeah, but it
away.
was such a hassle, and oh my god, that was so dumb of me. And probably
Oh.
one worst thing that I've done with an ex-boyfriend is there's this guy. Joy said that among the guys I've dated, he's actually the one who has the looks.
Oh,
So
really?
he was good looking.
Did I saw this
according
guy?
to Joy.
No.
I don't know if you've seen
Yeah.
him, but
See, this is what I said. We've been friends for 13 years, but because since 16 or like the past years from 16 down, we didn't have the history between us.
I don't think you would have seen this guy, but I was still with him when I went to college.
Oh, I know the school.
Yeah. Start to the C?
Yeah.
Oh. So
that one.
I started dating this guy when I
Yeah.
was about to finish high school. He was already in college because he was older than me.
Okay.
And then I went to college. We're both in college now, so I was very happy. We're about, the same level when it comes to our studies. Still, he was older. But that was fine. We were super happy about it. He would actually take me to school sometimes and take me home because we have our evening classes at
in a
different school,
campus,
and sometimes he would pick me up there and take me home. My parents still don't know about this. So he was really good, but then the thing about there is I just don't see any future with him because I progress on to become second year college, or I move on to another level, and he's still in the same level that he was when I started dating him. And it was very frustrating for me because
he always failed?
It's either he always failed or he never went inside to his classes. So I don't know what's wrong with that, but
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on with him that time, but he just never progressed. I don't know if he finished his studies, but maybe he did. But um, I wanted to break up with this guy, right? And I can't find a reason because he was so good. He was so kind to me. He did everything. But then he used to smoke. So he used to, right? And we made the kind of deal that I said, oh, the moment I would catch you smoking, I will break up with you. No explanations, no excuses. So Borj, I'm so bad. What I did, I I got some cigarettes off from somewhere. I snuck it in his bag, and I was pretending, oh, let me check your bag, and I found the cigarette, and I said, what's this? And so I broke out.
You know, that is so obvious because you know exactly that there is a cigarette inside.
No, but
the
I was
bag.
acting like I didn't know what was inside his bag.
Okay, it's just like this is a random check.
Random check. It has to happen today.
Bag raid.
Yeah.
And then,
Nakarma siguro ka ato, no? Nagigabaan siguro ko. But look, here's the catch.
How did he react?
I can't even remember.
Okay.
Oh, so I was trying to get rid of him. Okay. Oh, I don't see any point of staying with him, getting that relationship continue. And I just can't find any reason. I'm not that brave enough to say, oh, I don't think this relationship's for us. Let's break up. I just didn't have that guts. Now, I don't know if you know this, but here's the funny thing. This guy, the handsome guy, ingon to Joy, kay taas man siyang ilong Borj. He's got a really good nose shape. He's mestizo, if that's how you describe it. And he's quite chubby. Okay. So this guy and my the first boyfriend, we had no, they're not friends, but we had a common denominator. Okay. So my first boyfriend, after we broke up, he dated another girl. Yep. Now, after this boyfriend, or when they broke up, and I broke up with this college guy, that girl was also her girlfriend. Oh no! After that. Oh. So yeah, and we're friends with the girl. Oh,
so you know her.
I know her.
Like by name, but you're not really friends.
She was I was even invited to her 18th birthday. Yeah. So we're good friends.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we used to talk, and I don't know what happened to both of them.
Yeah.
Actually, there came a time that the three of them went out together jogging. So my first boyfriend, this college boyfriend, and that lady, and they sent me a photo. like hi ba.
Oh my god.
So weird. But I don't know. Yeah.
So wait, I was trying to picture out. So if this 3 photo of 2 guys and 1 lady, so you were saying that the other guy was also her ex-boyfriend, and the other guy is the recent boyfriend.
Yeah.
Which is both of the guys are your ex.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yes. But then we didn't have any hard feelings. Yeah. I don't know what happened now to that college boyfriend and that friend of mine, because they broke up as well eventually. Right. So I don't know what happened to them. We stopped talking to each other, just lost that communication. But yeah, pretty much it ended so bad initially in my relationship with that first boyfriend and that second boyfriend. Yeah. But then it just got mended after. Yeah. Not that we talked after we broke up, continuing. I think when I shared with you when I cheated with my, that boyfriend I had in college, this was the guy that I actually met. Oh, the first boyfriend. Oh. Yeah. So,
which is also the ex-boyfriend of that.
Yeah,
lady.
It's complicated, but we're it's all good now.
Oh my god,
we've had our I think we're leading our own lives. How about you, Borj? What was the worst or the most funniest thing that you've ever done?
Well, I don't have really like the exact story that you just shared, Borj, but for me, growing up, because igat na jud ko. How do you say it in English, like flirty? So I'm always I get attracted to people right away. So even if I'm in a relationship or I'm exclusively dating with someone, if another person will come into my life and expresses their interest, I really entertain right away.
Mm-mm.
And my mom used to say that I have this what is attraction of toxic people. And no, my ate said that toxic people because all of like the persons that I dated, there's something wrong with them. It's like she always make this joke statement telling me like, oh, all of the boys that you dated, it's either they have a broken family, or like they're like don't have a mom, don't have a dad, or something is wrong with them. No one is really perfect. I'm always attracted to this people, and then I'm trying, maybe because I want them to be felt loved, like Borj, like
So you would accept them because you want them to feel love because they're missing that thing in their lives?
I felt like
So you want to fill that void for them?
Yeah, it's like when they tried to share a sad story that happened in my life, I felt like I can fulfill that.
Oh, no
Which is
wonder
not
you
true.
ended up with
So, like I could fulfill that. You wouldn't be sad in your life, but later on, that because I'm not really into with them, like not heartedly like into with them. So I always like when someone like gets into my life and like open up that they're interested with me, then my focus shifted right away. So it's like that. So yeah, but maybe the one funny story is that so to my first ever official boyfriend, I might say official because my mom said I should have a boyfriend when I turned 18. So one day after my birthday, the 18th, I have a boyfriend right away. He was my first official boyfriend that my family knows. That
No, I know this person.
Maybe not, but maybe I mentioned it to you before. Yeah, so he was my first boyfriend, and then so the fact that I just get in that relationship because I wanted to have official boyfriend when I'm 18. So I wasn't not dedicated, like I'm not really falling in love with him or not in love with him. So I cheated on him in a sense that when he every time he goes to the house, and then he always like, can I check your phone, because he knows that sometimes I entertain people when they message me, I always reply back with a flirty message. And then when he used to do that to me, like he wants to check my phone, what I do is that if I want to cheat with someone else, I use this my mom's phone. And then one day he went to the house. He was in the lounge room because you cannot go anywhere in the house. It's just in the lounge room, right? Yeah. So I said, oh, I'm just gonna go to the toilet, and then I didn't notice that the phone where we were sitting, I used my mom's phone where we were sitting. I left it there. So when he checked it, like, oh. And then when he came back, he was saying, who's this guy? Why are you replying?
But that was your mom's phone. Why would you touch it?
But because maybe the thought that it was in the seat where we're sitting. I'm not too sure. And then, and for me, I have this toxic trait as well. Like, if I get caught, I will deny to the death. No thief said I took something, but I just say, no, that's not me. How would you prove that that's me? Even though it has the date and the time you sent, right? That was an old phone before. You can say the date and time. So yeah, and then it just goes on and on and on with different people. So
I imagine you're the one who always breaks up with these people. Have you ever tried someone breaking up with you? Like they were the one who initiated the breakup?
Yes, the long-term boyfriend. The 7 years.
Really?
He did because he caught me again. Cheating on me. So what happened was so the long-term boyfriend becomes my boyfriend because remember the story we shared about I broke the girl's code? So he was my boyfriend long time. Hi there. I know we're both happy. And then, so for the first month of our relationship, because it was a secret because of the friendship, so he cheated on me that the ex-girlfriend, they meet up, the ex-girlfriend, and then, they did something, and then this ex-girlfriend messaged me and saying, many things happened at home, just like that. And then I was like, oh my God. So in the first first month of our relationship, he did that already. So
Mm.
in my mind, like, oh, I have to do something to,
Make it equal.
yeah, to make it equal.
Call
So
it, yeah.
so within the relationship, I felt
Call it
like,
even.
yeah. So within the relationship, and you know, I was like 18 until 25. So if I meet people, I appreciate people. So
Because you wanted to get it even so
yeah.
bad that you.
And then when the relationship becomes toxic, in a sense that all I wanted is to get out into a relationship by means of, I hope someone will gonna just take me out from the relationship. Like, I was dreaming that there would be one person, like, even if you're in a relationship, Jade, I will fight for it and I will take you out from it and love you. That's always on my mind. But, well, it didn't happen. So, yeah. So he was the first person who broke up with me because he caught me. Because it was a birthday, and then I lied to him and say, no, you're not allowed. No boyfriends allowed. And then I invited other guy to come in behalf as my date. Yeah, and then that's what happened. Yeah.
Gosh.
I know. And then yeah, so
What was the most unrealistic expectation you had in a relationship? Or maybe if you don't have any unrealistic expectation, what was the most kilig, or the heartwarming gesture ever someone ever did for you?
um the most one. I think I always remember Borj, my 25th birthday, because that is also the last birthday that I celebrated before I left Philippines and I came here in Australia. Yeah. So it was most memorable for me. And then I keep on, so when I was 25, I was still within this relationship with a long-term relationship. And then I keep on saying to him, like, oh, please don't propose on me, like, don't propose on my birthday. But actually he doesn't have any plan at all. Yeah, so, and then he just had this big bouquet. Oh my god, I'm so, like, easy peasy, just a bouquet, and then I appreciate that right away.
Because flowers are expensive in
Yes,
Philippines.
yes. So, and he threw a party with some of my workmates and then friends, and then we have a big, uso pa sa Cebu ang the classroom, like, it's like a club.
Oh, it's
where
a club.
You,
Okay.
and then you pay for drinks and all stuff like that. But among the relationship that I had, the most memorable, I may say, is that with Michael, when he did the proposal, the real proposal. Like, finally, there's really someone who proposed, like, really wanted to get married with me. It would be a long story between me and Michael, but it would be a different episode. Just next time.
Yeah, I think I'd love to talk about the proposal.
Yeah. So, how about you, Borj? What is the?
It's actually the same.
The proposal
too. As well. But if I had to answer the unrealistic expectation, I'm someone who watch a lot of dramas that
we're hopeless romantic.
Hopeless romantic. That I sometimes imagine these happening in real life. So what I wanted to happen is when we fight, like when I fight with, this special someone, I always walk away and, pretend that I'm never coming back. And I always have this imagination that they would come running to me. Or run after me.
They will chase you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Joy's not she is kind of like that. She's just pissed off at me. Okay, remember
Dramatic
when I had to leave the house and with a suitcase, but didn't had anything in it. So yeah, I'm quite dramatic, and I think it's the same for you as well, right?
Yes, I'm very dramatic.
This has something to do with all the teleseries in Philippines.
And all this hopeless romantic giving you false hope, like, oh, men should act like this, or relationship should be like this. So yeah, but I think maturity makes you, and if you're really felt like you're settled with someone, and then someone that
I know, I think that's true. When as you get older as well, you look for that stability. And you'll be mature enough to realize, oh, I think I found my home, right? It's not like those butterflies in your stomach feeling anymore.
That's right.
So it's true that when they say that's the one.
Yeah. And love is always a decision for me. It's like you know the Kramer, like Cheska and
Ah,
this
yeah, yeah,
basketball,
yeah.
the known family in the
Dog and
Philippines.
Cheska
Yeah.
Kramer. Yep.
So they always says that love is always a choice and a decision because every day you don't feel the same way, but it's your decision that I'm gonna stay with this someone and I'm gonna love him today.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so nice.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's right. It's not a feeling; it's a decision that you always make it happen.
It's actually after all that feeling and you know, that kilig stage is gone. That's the
Yeah.
true test.
Yeah, courtship. Then
Yeah.
that's it.
So, to end our podcast, I'm just gonna ask you one more question, if that's okay.
Yeah.
What would you tell your 14-year-old self when it comes to dating, or when it comes to, you know, recalling, reflecting what you've done?
You did a good job. No, in a sense that collect and collect until you select. So
Collect and collect, then
until
select.
you select. Oh, then select. Yeah. So yeah, I think like what can I say? It's like I didn't regret anything. I don't want to change anything true. Like I was happy that I was able to engage and to know more people and to date people because with that I was able to get in what I really want with person, my ideal man, or I also see who really I am to discover myself, like to be matured enough. So I guess that's it. Collect, then select. How about you, Borj?
Don't rush.
Don't rush.
Yeah.
Yes. That's right. Oh my god.
I was always
so hard.
I was growing up, I would be someone who'd
Like-
always aim for, oh, I want to be this, I want to be an adult, I want to have a boyfriend, I want to do this and do that, I want to go there. And then just looking back, oh my god, I've rushed so
Like
many
you feel
things.
bored during those days, like because as I said, when I was like entertaining with people, and because why I dated a lot of people because I was attracted. That is my toxic trait, right? I was attracted with this broken pieces people that I wanted them to be felt like they're being loved or there's really a true love. How about you, Borj? If you feel like you were in a rush in a sense that you want to be stable to have a relationship or to be
What's weird in me is I always have that end goal in mind when I go in relationships.
you
Like
have-
I think
yeah.
whenever I go in relationships, I always think that, oh, this is the person that I want to end up with right away.
Oh, so you date? You
So-
always date?
It's scary for
Mhm.
anyone because yeah, I date, but then I have this thinking, oh, you have to be the one. This has to be the
Oh.
one. This has to be the last.
Mm,
Because I
okay.
had this you know, expectation of having first and last
Yeah.
boyfriend because my parents, maybe I don't know any
Right.
story, but my parents were they were first girlfriend and boyfriend, and they ended up together.
Mm,
So
yeah, same. Every time, because I have an older sister, they always, my mom always compare us together. So my sister married the first boyfriend she ever had,
yeah,
and then my mom also married my dad, which is her first boyfriend.
Mm.
So it's just me as a middle child. There's a lot of people that have known a lot of people like, oh, who's this again? Who's this again? Is this again? So, yeah. But I guess it's just being a middle child. That's it. So,
Everyone's unique, each to their own. So I guess
yeah. So
that
I guess this is a very short story about her love life. That was short.
short story for Alyssa, 20
Craziness.
boyfriends in 5. So I think that takes us to the end of our podcast now, Borj.
Yep. Thank you for listening.
Sige, I'm
I'm
being
Borj.
Borj.